Imagination is what happens in the kitchen, especially when you find a recipe that you call your own. Well, that's what's happening in this beautiful, classic, traditional kitchen here at Affinity Kitchens in Scottsdale. We found a recipe for a pasta with an Italian sausage with a twist. Cooking in this kitchen is going to be a lot of fun. Well, that's what should happen in the home kitchen. Fun with family and friends. But the big question everyone has when designing a kitchen, do you choose beauty like grand scale focal point hoods and rich wood cabinetry that encases the refrigerator, or do you go with function like doors and drawers that fill practical needs? Well, all the designers here at Affinity Kitchens say you shouldn't have to choose either or. You should have both. And they incorporate that philosophy into every kitchen they design, effortlessly weaving form into function. The result is a kitchen you love to cook in and never want to leave. Now, this is just the kind of comfort food you'd expect to come out of a warm and inviting kitchen like this. We're going to start with some butterfly pasta. It's also called bow tie pasta, but in Italian, farfalla means butterfly. That's our pasta today. I also have some nice hot Italian sausage in bulk. Now, rather than the traditional red sauce, this pasta is going to be smothered in a beautiful pumpkin puree. I've got some fresh garlic that I've sliced up, a sweet yellow onion, some fresh sage, which I've chopped pretty fine. The recipe also calls for a white wine, so we've got Pinot Grigio here, and then of course some chicken broth. And then if you want to kick up the heat a little bit, you can always add some red pepper flakes, which we're going to do. And then we're going to top the recipe, top this dish with some fresh shaved Parmesan cheese. Now I've added some olive oil to a hot skillet and I'm going to brown off that bulk sausage. If you don't have bulk, you've got some lengths, just remove the casings. Now once the sausage is browned, I'm going to spoon it into a bowl and set it aside. Now I'm going to hold back about 1 tablespoon, leave about 1 tablespoon of the sausage oil in the skillet, and I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil because I want to cook up the onions and the garlic and the sage and get those nice and golden brown too. Garlic. Now if you want a little heat, you can always add some red pepper flakes right about now. Beautiful. Now once the onions are cooked, I'm going to add that sausage back into the skillet and we'll just let all those flavors blend for a while. Just a couple of minutes. And now we're going to add more good stuff, the wine. Now this is called deglazing the pan. The wine's going to help loosen all those beautiful brown bits that are stuck to the bottom of the skillet. Those brown bits equal flavor. All right, now we have to let the wine cook down before we add the pumpkin. In the meantime, let me tell you how I got this great recipe. It was actually because of this kitchen. Melanie Norton walked in and was so inspired by its design, she had Affinity Kitchens turn the heart of her home and then some into this.
There was a kitchen on display that really struck me, and I had heard such great things about the company and what a great reputation they had, and then I was introduced to Debbie Miller and hit it off so well, and it's been a wonderful project, and I couldn't have asked for a better company to use than Affinity. I collect cranberry glass, and it was important for me to have cabinets so that I could display the cranberry glass, and you can't really see the cranberry glass well unless you have it lit. So then I went with the glass cabinets, and I just wanted the extra storage in the family room for books and things like that. And I wanted a cleaner look, so I didn't want those things out all the time. One of the things that I love most is the lift for my Mixmaster, because it's such a heavy piece of equipment. I don't want to drag it out every time I use it. So the lift actually picks it up and gets it to counter height without me ever having to pick up the Mixmaster itself. I love the turnstile corner pieces. Takes up some empty space that you might have. They have a pull-out trash cans that make that life easier there, and also hangers for your towels by the sink. Yeah, there's a secret little hiding place in the corner for my toaster and can opener, some of the things that you don't want sitting out on the kitchen counter, and I'm a counter freak, so I like my counters clean and neat. So it might look pretty on the outside, but it's extremely functional on the inside.
There are always design challenges on a project this size, and in order to incorporate all the things that would make Melanie's life easy and this to be a beautiful home when she was done, we worked really hard together and it came out absolutely stunning. I couldn't be happier.
The kitchen is a place that I love to be in, and I love to cook, and my new fiance loves to cook, so we're in here all the time cooking together, and it's a lot of fun.
Pretty beautiful, right? Well, when we were with Melanie in her kitchen, of course I had to ask her for her favorite recipe. Got it. Okay, the sausage mixture is done, and now we're ready to add the pureed pumpkin. You know, who says we have to wait till Thanksgiving to have pumpkin? It's so delicious and it's so good for you. And that spicy sausage and the savory sage and that pureed pumpkin, I'm using organic pumpkin, what a great combination. And now we're going to add the chicken broth. We'll give it a stir, and then we'll just let the magic happen. Okay, the sauce is done and ready for some pasta. Now, Melanie's recipe calls for penne pasta, but I was in a butterfly mood. I don't know, this kitchen is just so bright and cheery and makes you happy. And butterflies in my bowl sounded fun. So let's finish it off with some shaved Parmesan and some sage. Now that is a beautiful dish. Yeah, that's a beautiful dish. Melanie's recipe for pasta with Italian sausage and pumpkin sauce is right here, along with all the information about this beautiful kitchen and all the other designs here at Affinity Kitchens in Scottsdale. Come in and be inspired, and I'll see you next time when we help design your cuisine.